Hey, it's Mel. What's up, Mel? So we were gonna do something. If anyone can remember what we were gonna do, please write it in the comments and let us know. Hola, amigos. Oscar. Yo, yo, yo.
What's up, man?
So it's Monday. The dyno? No, we weren't gonna do a dyno. No, this was something better than that. Sup, Lake City, Florida. Hey. Alright, so let me get you over. Do you guys sell the templates you make for the tweeter mounts? At the moment, no, we do not. I know, it sucks. Request be no requesting to be in live video. Alright, hold on, let's talk about Fernando.
I like to eat cookies, but no.
Drink 5 daiquiris. Oh my gosh, no. He cooked. Yeah, okay. No, I don't drink. Fernando is a Corona guy, but go figure, right? So stereotypical. Alright, so what were we gonna do today?
What?
Best head unit for an 06 Ford F350. Right now, the one that you can find, because they're hard to come by. You guys have the Alpine head unit for 2015 Sierra GMC. The one that's perfect fit? No. Paul May, I don't know. That's a tough one. You'd want to give him a call. Is that a Cadillac behind you? It is not a Cadillac. Everyone wants to drink today, that's for sure. It seems like everyone's want to drink today. But I gave me this old school kicker full range box that has 2 kicker 10s with tweeters. What amp do you use? 2-channel or 4-channel? 2-channel. You're going to want to use a 2-channel. Small one at that. They didn't handle a lot of power back then. My Bluetooth is echoing in my Kia Stormtrooper. Oh, wonderful. That's not good. Huh. Does the CarPlay echo or the Android Auto echo? I'd be curious to see which ones. Get with me. Give me a call. Let's figure that out. A pair of L7Ts or a pair of... I'm not really familiar with the TW5, so I would probably go with the Ts, but they're both pretty awesome, so... Alright, so... Is that an Nissan Altima? No, it is actually a Hyundai Sonata, which we'll talk about in a minute. Do all factory door speakers have crossovers or some full range? Most modern cars have some form of an active crossover on them. It's not passive. The tweeters may or may not, if it's not amped, meaning external, then the tweeters will have some kind of form of capacitor on them. See, like this is a factory speaker we took out of the dash here. As you can see, there's the little bass blocker there. It's just a factory head unit. So the mid-range is going to have some form of a bass roll-off on it, just from the factory. All right. Let's scroll here. All right, we were going to do something today for you guys. What does anybody remember what it was? If you caught the Friday show or you watched this morning's show, you know what it was we were going to do. And if someone could tell me,
that's the winner.
Then they'd be the winner. So that's what we're looking for here. So hopefully someone will come up with that and tell me what it is. All right, so what we got is a Sonata here, and it is getting apparently our new go-to thing. It's getting a kicker key on the front stage of a set of Morel Maximo 602 V2s, which if you follow Morel, they're giving away right now a set of these. We're not giving these away. We're putting these in a car, but Morel is giving a set of those away. So what's up, Bobby? Oh my gosh, finally, Mr. Rockstar's got it.
Yep.
Give away a Morel t-shirt. Correct, Mr. Rockstar.
Slow Nally. He say a giveaway, but that was a question mark. He said a giveaway.
Yeah, of course it's a giveaway.
Mr.
Rockstars.
Yeah.
All right, Mr. Rockstars, you got it right. All right, so what I need you to do is send me an email. So pay attention or rewatch this later at carstereotalk at yahoo.com. Carstereotalk at yahoo.com. One more time. Carstereotalk at yahoo.com. I need your name, your address, and the shirt size that you need. Morel said they have all the way up to like 4X or some stuff like that. Mm-hmm. So small, medium, large, extra large. All right, so I need those things. If you can get me that, then I will forward it to Morel, and they will get you out a t-shirt somewhere at some point. So there you go. Mr. And for those of you guys that didn't get that, don't worry. We have 4 more days of t-shirts to give away. We have 5 shirts to give away in total, but we just wanted to see who was paying attention, and apparently he was. So don't worry. If you didn't get it today, we got tomorrow. We got 4 more days left. So email me. You're all set. There you go. Back to what we were talking about here real quick. Now, of course, tonight we're going to be live 6:30 Eastern Standard Time on Facebook to answer questions and have a good time. Tonight's topic for fundamentals is going to be series and parallel speakers. So there you go. No giveaways on that stuff. Yeah, dude, giving away shirts are easy. Everyone's got shirts. Product, we have nothing. So the kicker key is going to go underneath here. The red and blue wire that you see there is actually a feed for the P500. So this is the P500 Rockford 500 watt ported box. The umbilical cord is already in. This just unplugs. He can take it out, do whatever he wants. We typically set it at the back of the car like this, so we know how long our cables have to be. We got to put the back of the car together still. But that's out. The radio's out of the dash. This is a huge radio to get out of the dash. The Morels are already in. Fernando already got those in. I don't think you can see. No, you can't see anything there.
We have them over here.
No, that's okay. We had to make a custom laser bracket to fit it up in there, and it was a lot of fun. So this is just a little system upgrade, kicker key style.
Yep.
So, not all that. Hey, that's my car. There you go. I have a JL out of C1 650 and active with DM810. Can you help me with crossover settings? I can help you figure them out. So, basically you're going to start at the tweeter. Now, here's the thing. JL has spectacular tech support, all right? There's no reason not to call them and ask, hey, man, what is the best crossover point for my speakers?
Totally.
But what you're trying to find is the FS of the tweeter. If they list it, wonderful. You're going to do a 24 dB slope, so you're going to take the FS, you're going to multiply that number by 2,
yes,
and that is going to give you your bottom crossover point for your tweeter, which is also going to give you your top crossover point for your mid-range at 24 dB Linkwix Riley. And then from there, you're going to probably, with a C1, you're going to be somewhere between 80 to 100 on the bottom of the mid-range, depending on what kind of music you listen to. But yeah, you need that tweeter crossover point first. More than likely, it's going to be somewhere between 32 and 5,000, depending on the manufacturer, depending on what the tweeter is. So that's usually where that's going to be. But you want to make sure you get that right. And if they don't list the FS, then by all means, give them a call. No, for real, you're working on my car. Thanks, Dean. Oh. Oh, no, it's all good, man. It's all good. It's coming along great. So we're knocking it out of the park. What's the kind of car? That's the kind of car I have. Well, there you go. So you know what you can do to it. Tell you what, this dash, dude, look, this dash is insane. Like, the nice thing is Metro actually makes this dash so that you can replace the radio if you want. But hold on, this is all one piece. Look at this. Look how big this is. Like, this is all one piece to get that to behind the radio. Like, how insane is that? That's crazy. What's in the lab these days? Actually, right now, the audio controls in the lab, we're getting ready to change that, so stay tuned on the lab. We'll talk about that more as the week goes on. Yeah. Can't wait. I'm so excited to get it back. We're excited to have you get it back. Trust me. We're just as excited for you to have it as we are to move on. Stay tuned for the lab. We're getting ready to hopefully get caught up. So right now we're just trying to get everything caught up. It's just been crazy. Ask Fernando if I can't remember.
Yes. If that's my club.
Oh, okay, soccer club?
Yeah,
okay.
Of course, man.
I found your page from YouTube. I was looking up some Kenwood Excellence. We do talk about Kenwood Excellence a lot.
Yeah.
It's pretty nice. But when are you finishing Gabby's car? So that's the plan. We actually, the Gabby's, so we have to finish the lab, so we have to get all the ground zero uranium stuff into his car. which we took the tweeter mount out, so we know what we have to laser there. So hopefully, and then we have the amps to get in. So that, so this will. So we took this out yesterday or Friday or Saturday or something. So this will be the uranium tweeter that's going to go in there. It's a big tweeter, but we figured out all I have to do is similar to the Morel mount that was in here. I just need to make a back piece that will go around the magnet, and then that'll hold that in place, and we'll be all set and get those in. This is a breather hole, so we've got to make sure we don't cover that. But you'll see more. You'll see more in the video we do on it. So hopefully we're gonna get that finished this week.
So that sounds great, bro. He says mac and cheese with water or milk.
Which one do you like?
Well, I mean, you guys talk about it, and water is.
Water was not as good.
No.
No, it was way creamier with the milk.
Yeah. I mean, mac and cheese, so I
yeah, I was gonna say. Yeah, he's weird. He doesn't partake in the mac and cheese world. Have you any recommendations for a 2.5 component speaker? Yeah, there's a bunch. I mean, Morel makes a nice 2.5. The Flax is a nice 2.5. So if you want a 2.5 in component, a 3-way set right from the get-go, what is it? Is it the Ultimos or the Maximos? I never can remember which one has the 3-way set.
Maximo.
Is it the Maximo?
Maximo.
Sure?
Yeah.
All right, so Morel has the Maximo that comes with the 2.5, the tweeter, and the 6.5 that is like fits perfectly. And that's probably going to be one of your best deals if you need that 2.5 inch size. Otherwise, Flax makes a 2.5. Audio Frog has a 2.5. Everything you buy from them is a la carte. So there's a couple to choose from.
GB25s. More expensive, but yeah.
Tacos.
I like tacos.
Yeah, the GBs. Yep, that's exactly right, Oscar. No doubt. Fernando, ported a sealed sub box for Banda music with an epicenter.
I would go ported, cause it's louder. So I would go ported. That's it. And then you have the epicenter. So.
Just had a car y'all did in my shop. That's cool. I hope.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, why
I'm
not?
guessing it was the heat shrink that gave it away. Thanks, guys. Oh, no, thank you. All right, what time is it? 6 o'clock. Okay. All right, so 2000 IS 200 ANC microphone locations.
2017.
I don't know if it has external. It might just be through the radio. We just hit, anytime we need to do that, we just go onto YouTube, and there's usually somebody on YouTube that's more than willing to tell you. But
I ain't Google, man.
Off the top of my head, I just don't know.
Oh.
Or try to join the group Where All the Mics. Is it Where All the Mics?
Yeah.
Something like that. Facebook, Where All the Mics Are. Yeah. Are you putting anything in the dash? No, this isn't. In the tweeter spot, yeah, it's getting the Morels, but no radio's going in this. This is all going to stay factory.
So what do we got in this? Did you tell me?
We're located in Clearwater, Florida. What's that?
No, did you tell them what?
Yeah, I told them we're doing this. Yep. But, all right, listen, we got to go because we have to start setting up for the show. Yeah. So make sure to tune in at 6:30 Eastern Standard Time on Facebook. We got a hell of a show planned for you tonight. And that's it. That's all we got. Thanks for tuning in. 5 Minutes of 5 Star. Make sure to tune in the rest of this week for 5 Minutes on 5 Star because we got 4 more shirts from Morel to give away.
That's right.
So there you go. Oh, I love the Audison stuff. I have a set. I have a bunch of it somewhere that I'm eventually going to put in something. But there you go. All right, guys. Have a wonderful day. Bye.
Yeah,
all right. What did you bang your head? Did you drop?
I'm gonna die. Okay.
Yeah, that's why we have safety
glasses. 2, so I just...
Oh, okay. Good afternoon, everyone. I hope everyone is having a spectacular day. Are you having a spectacular day, Fernando?
No.
Why not?
Because I'm here.
Oh. All right, well, either way. We got a shirt to give away today. Yeah. All right, let's talk about this for a minute. We're going to ask a question. You're going to answer the question. The first person to get the question right is going to win the Morel t-shirt. If you don't answer the question, you don't win the t-shirt. So a couple of you guys were like, oh, is that Studio In car?
Oh, really?
Ooh. Hey guys, what's going on?
Guys.
I love those guys too. Anyways, Oscar, what's going on?
What's up, man?
Anyways, you got to answer the question, and then you're going to send me an email. There was a couple of you guys that just randomly sent me emails. Don't do that. Really, don't do that. You'll get put on a list, and we'll never give you anything. All right. So, and we give a ton of crap away, so you don't want to get on that list. All right. So, if you ain't in the if I didn't tell you one, don't send me an email, because I'm going to put you in a list, and every time we have a contest, I'm going to just kick you out. And that sucks, because, you know, we got some really cool stuff that we give away. It's not cool, man. Not cool. You ready?
Yeah.
All right, so before we tell you what it is that we're going to ask you to win the Morel t-shirt, let's take a look at what's going on today in the Bay. So we have a 911. This is a, 911. And it came in very bad. Like, oh my gosh, so bad. So what we just added in was this. This is the new Pioneer 6-channel marine amplifier. And the reason why we went with this is because it's a 6-channel, and we needed a 6-channel to make this work. So that's gonna go there. The top's off of it right now. It's pretty sexy, it's pretty small. I like it a lot. The reason why the amplifier is mounted there is because that's where we think either the changer or the factory amplifier was mounted. We don't know, because when it came in, this is what was in it, and this was just laying on the floor. It had this carpeted board. This is a 4-channel amplifier that was powering the 6 channels of audio in the car. So basically what happened is he bought this car used, and somebody that didn't know what they were doing had pulled out the factory radio, put in an older Kenwood radio, so they probably did it a while ago, didn't realize that there's an interface for the fiber optic from like Nav TV or Spiral, or even Metro now I think has one, and they just like band-aided, gutted it, cut the crap out of everything in here, and put in that piece. And there was like just to give you an idea, this is the crap that we've taken out so far. Not only that, but then they put this weird mirror dash cam / rear view camera on it. It was really odd. And when they did that, they managed to cut every single wire that's in this area here. Like every single wire was cut, taped, wire nuts, all inside of this. So the first thing I had to do was take that all apart and solder everything back together, retape everything so that it was good. The other problem though is, like, as you can see, like they glued these switches in. And I don't even know if they work anymore, to be honest with you. Like, yeah, it's just gonna fall out. So he's definitely gonna have to get some new switches for these, because this is how you get to the screws. And then this was glued in, and oh man, it totally sucks. Anyways, factory subwoofer still works, still plays. Nice thing about this is you're able to solder in an RCA and a remote turn on, and we can retain that. So luckily they didn't screw that up, so that's cool. I mean, we won't even get into all the things that they broke, but yeah, so we'll be able to retain that. We're putting in a new Kenwood 996. This is still hanging here. This is the new dash cam we're putting in. It's just hanging here right now because we want to wait till the hood goes down. He's got a tinted front window, so we get one shot at this, and that's it. So we'll take our time and get to that eventually. And then Fernando just got this all put back together because he had to pull out that weird camera, and we put in our new we put in our new tag cam back here. And he also found a second camera. So there was one camera tucked up into the engine bay along with the camera that we added. Oh, it was just bad. Just bad. I mean, we're just fine. Like, oh, check this out. So they drilled some holes, and then in the firewall they didn't have the grommet for the firewall, and they didn't make one. So they just took a giant ball of the strip caulk that we use, and this is part of it. I've been peeling it off to put into other areas of the car as we go through product, but this is just all strip caulk, this whole end here. So I had to replace some strip caulk in this area here and over there, because I had to there again, peel out. They just use like snowball size, just like packing it in there. So it's pretty bad, but we've all got this put back together now. Fernando's working on getting that done along with all the other nonsense, and I'm getting ready to start on the radio. The other thing too is they just double-sided taped in the dash kit, so we got to use a new dash kit. It's just bad. It's just bad. It's just a really shame. Beautiful car, and somebody just hacked the crap out of it. So no fear, we'll get it all back to super sexy and living the vida loca speed life. Here we go. So yeah, that's what we got going on today. All right, cool. Fernando's working on the center channel. Since it's not going to be used, that's where we're going to put our GPS antenna, because it's going to have wireless CarPlay and all that other fun stuff, which was really all he wanted, was just a new radio with wireless CarPlay. But once he got here and we found out, he's like, dude, it's got engine noise, it's doing all this, there's this thing underneath the hood, and it was like, ooh, hey, this just got interesting. So lots of fun and excitement going on here. But with that being said, you guys are all hanging out. Let's give away a free t-shirt. Fernando, yes, let's grab your phone so you can help me and we can make sure we get the right winner here.
I'm having my phone.
You having your phone?
I have my phone.
He has his phone. Let me scroll down here to the thing. Made it back to AZ. Thanks for everything, guys. Truck sounds amazing. Chris, you're more than welcome. Thanks for stopping by and hanging out with us for a day.
Yeah.
And allowing us to work on your truck. Wow, cut off the finger of the installer that did the 911. No, that really hurts. Trust me, I know. This is why this one's all messed up. Hurting your finger is not the thing. But with that being said, free t-shirts are cool. Yes, they are. And it's time to give away a Morel t-shirt. Fernando, I'm going to flip it to you. Go ahead and ask your question.
All right, so the question, what was the last car that we put a set of Morel speakers?
What day was it that we would have mentioned that?
Dude, that was easy.
Monday?
Oh, man. Yes.
It was Monday?
Yeah.
So what car did we work on Monday?
What car was exactly?
All right, so think of that. What car did we work on that we put in Morel's? And what was the question? Are there any easy ways to do parking brake wire for camera? Parking brake wire? Why would you need a parking brake wire for a camera?
No.
The only one that needs a parking brake wire is the Alpine Jeep camera. And you can grab it over in the passenger side of the car over here. Hello from New York City. Bobby's still out of town. Avalon. It was not the Avalon, but good guess. It's not an F-150. Good guess though. Oh, I see it. Is that right?
Yep.
Is that him?
Mm-hmm.
So, hold on, let me take a screenshot before this gets all crazy. Oh, sorry. I'm gonna take a screenshot. I'm gonna try that one more time. All right, got a screenshot. All right, so is it this one right here? That guy?
No, it's this one. Where is it?
Well, no, because this. All right, hold on. Let me flip this around so we're not looking at the thing.
All right, so let's go back.
All right, so this is before I asked the question, and then as I'm scrolling down, that's the first guy to get it right.
Oh, that's the first one?
Yeah.
I got this one first. Go.
Cancel. Hold on. Is that?
Oh, okay. So no, you got it.
The other guy was first.
You got it first. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right there.
All right, CP Kutzman.
Yep.
It sounds like a hockey player.
Yeah.
CP Kutzerman scored the goal last night. Wow! Anyway, CP, you're the winner. You win the shirt. Now what I need you to do is send me your address and your size that you're going to want. Any size, it doesn't matter. They have them all the way up to, wow, you really need to eat some more salads. And to Car Stereo Talk at
Yahoo.
At yahoo.com. Car Stereo Talk at yahoo.com. If you did not win, do not send me anything, because I will put you in a folder and you will never win anything from us, ever. CP Kutzerman.
Kutzman.
Yeah, K-A, yep, you got it.
Yeah.
So send me your email.
You are the winner.
You're the winner. Good job, CP. But yeah, Bobby, you're all right, man. It's okay. Shoot, I thought
a lot of people get confused with the Avalon.
Yeah, no, that was the show we put out.
Yeah,
but,
yeah.
So what was the car? It was a Hyundai Sonata.
Hyundai Sonata.
Yeah, there was a car we did Monday. We put a set of Maximus in there.
It's German. Okay. Yeah, that's what we're working on a car right now.
German car, very good. Dankeschön. Very nice, Fräulein. Very nice. Anyways, yeah, so we put a set of Maximus. Morel was giving a set of those away. I don't know when the contest ended. If you guys don't follow Morel over on their Instagram page, you probably should, because Natasha gives away a ton of stuff all the time.
Amazing. Oh,
yep.
Dude, yeah.
Yeah.
So if you guys like want stuff, just go and follow Morel America here on Instagram, and it's awesome.
Yeah. It ends Friday. No, it's actually going to end Saturday, because we missed yesterday, so it's going to end Saturday. Yesterday was a rough day for us, so it didn't go well.
No, hey, it happens.
Have we done any Acura MDX 2013 stuff? Yes, but I don't know what we did.
Change the radio?
Probably.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the only thing that comes along.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only thing that comes along.
Change the radio, and I think an amplifier, bypass the amp and all those stuff. So yeah.
On the Avalon, why did you not put the AM on the side? Oh, the amp on the side of the trunk. You're just gonna have to stay tuned. Watch the whole video on the Avalon, see how it goes out, because we haven't even got to that part yet. It's gonna be something that you guys are gonna have to watch for the next couple days, couple weeks. It's gonna be fun. We got a lot to do.
Morel is really, 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 really good. So yeah.
There's a lot of great speakers out there. They just happen to be one of my favorites. That's what I run, and it's what I own. I've been using them personally for one aspect of my life for many, many years. But there are a lot of great speakers out there. I am not they're the best. You can only own these. No, they are, in my mind, the best, but I also like a lot of other speaker manufacturers. No, we didn't show the banner.
There you go, show it
Oh,
right now.
well, you get it, because I gotta hold the phone. I can't unroll the banner. So I did some work in my garage this weekend, and it's out front of the couch. And when I moved in the house, I hung up the banner, and then as stuff started stacking up, the banner got covered up, and I had to redo part of my garage, which allowed me to take off the crap that was in the way of the banner. So this is a banner I had made back in 1994, I want to say. This is probably 94, 95. So this is a friend of mine made this for me. Why try the rest when you can own the best? Morel. So this has been hanging out in my garage since I moved in my house like a long time ago. But yeah, I didn't move in my house in 1994, but I had the banner made in like 1994.
That is neat.
So,
that is neat.
Yeah, that's how long I've been a fan. They didn't have banners back then. I had to have one custom made. All right, let's see. Before I was born. Yeah, it's okay. Any point to add epicenter to key 501? No.
No, I mean,
I don't know how that would work.
What?
I mean, well, the whole purpose of the key 501 is to DEQ a factory radio, and an epicenter has to go before the amplifier. So.
The key 500?
Yeah. I don't know how that would play out.
After the amplifier.
No, it goes before the amplifier. It's an epicenter. It goes before the amplifier. So I just don't know how that would play out. I don't think that would make any sense. If you're using it as the key amplifier, I don't think an epicenter would make any. I don't think that'd be a good idea. If you're using it as a standard amplifier, which I don't know why you would.
Now we're talking about factory radio?
Yeah, I just don't see any need for that. I don't know what that would be weird. What's your opinion on the ILX W650? We use them all the time. Dean is as a Morel fanboy. Oh, of course I'm a Morel fanboy. But just because you're not on my team doesn't mean you suck. But I like a lot of things. On a Kenwood dash cam, do you hardwire it
to a constant
power, accessory power, or both? Depends on which one you got. But yes, there are some of them that do need a constant 12 volts if you want it to have the bump in the parking lot and turn on kind of thing.
Yeah.
That was the thing that Seth was talking about when we had him on the show a couple weeks ago. or last Tuesday. So the more advanced ones, yes, you can hook up to constant 12 volts, and they have an auto off and all those other fun things. And that way, if somebody bumps your car, they automatically start recording. Can I come by tomorrow? We're always here. I mean, literally, we're always here.
All right. So, do you prefer the one or two quick installs or more details like the Avalon? Which one you like, Bert?
I don't know. I feel like a good mix of both is really what kind of makes things work. I mean, some days I really like to sit and have a project because I just it's less thought, I guess, because it's just you go through the motions.
When you have a car for like more than 3 days, then it becomes much.
Yeah, I don't want to do that. Yeah, because that's just annoying.
But sometimes you have to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Some days it's nice just to be able to like get something done and move on, and get something done and move on, and get that feeling of accomplishment. And then other days it's like you really like sitting back and doing the work, like this Porsche. I mean, we know it's going to take the rest of the day, and hopefully we'll have it done by tomorrow morning. But it's just the amount of time it takes to go through and fix every single little thing that was wrong with the car. And then when you're done, the guy's going to be super happy, and that's what you're going for. But, sometimes that can get tedious.
What's up, Victor?
What will a less efficient speaker sound better with more power than an efficient speaker with less power? Ooh, that's one of those questions. So basically you're talking about like, if you have a less efficient speaker would sound better with more power, or an efficient speaker with less power. I want to say yes, but the answer isn't that simple, because it's not that simple. I mean, so for example, you have two different thoughts there. So like if you look at like a set of if you look at like a Morel Elite, all right, which clearly is not the most efficient speaker, takes a shit ton of power, it's gonna sound fabulous. Like if you give it the power it needs, it's gonna sound fabulous.
Oh, it's gonna eat it, yeah.
It's gonna sound like off the chain crazy. However, on the opposite side of the coin, if you take a set of Autos and Primas, give them Prima power, or Forza power for that matter, those also sound amazing. Yeah. But there is that difference. There is that weird different sound.
Yes.
But I think in the end of the day,
what we decided yesterday, what we're going to do, for the future, just to like.
Yeah, I don't think there's any wrong answer to that. I think you just, because like we've done plenty of really efficient systems with small power that have just like, oh, this sounds great. But then there's that like big power system, like they're again Elites or K2s, where you just like, it's a whole different ball game. So
Oscar say I had a car for about a year.
Had a what?
A car for about a year.
Oh yeah.
Well, I mean, you guys do like crazy work.
Well, if you have the room for it,
custom stuff and everything, and you've been working in different cars also. So
wouldn't want my Rockford T 1000 AD to overpower the Morels. That'd be tough. You'd really.
Oh no, this one, the excellent preloaded sub sounds good. Yes.
Yes, dude. I know. Good. We got one. We got to put in Haley's car.
Yeah.
We should have done that last week when I was sitting there going, I need a quick video to edit because I don't have time. Yes. No. Actually, that's what's going in the Avalon. So if you watch the Avalon through next week, you'll see that's what we put in that. Green's from Montana. Believe it or not, we have car audio out here. Of course you do. Why wouldn't you?
Yes, I like it.
Yeah. Can a factory Bose amp handle 2 ohm?
I think that's what it is.
Most factory Bose speakers are 2 ohm. It just depends on the car, and it depends on the speakers that they put in. But keep in mind, Bose speakers are unique to their amplifiers, so it can be really weird when you're trying to do stuff with them.
Yeah.
Doesn't always end well. When wiring 2 amps, why would you decide to run either a single 0 or 2 4 wires? Ooh, that comes down to situation. It has nothing to do more than situation, what you're trying to do. So for example, if we're putting 2 amplifiers right here, all right, and power wire, we didn't like getting the power wire up through here is a big pain in the butt. So big wire like this might not snake through this, whereas two skinnier wires, we might be able to run them through a lot easier. So in that case, 2 4-gauge would be. Now, if size of wire isn't an issue, then obviously we have to look at, do we have room for 2 amps and a power distribution fuse holder? If we do, well then yeah, it only makes sense to run one big power wire and go up into there. So that is a situational thing that we make an audible when we're putting it together. Do we have room for the blocks? Do we have room for everything? Now, the other thing too is, a lot of the times, you know, we put amplifiers underneath the seat. So there's an amp here, there's an amp there. If there is an amp here and an amp here, I don't want to put a block over here and run the power wire over and then a 0-gauge up. It just makes more sense that I'm going to run this power wire up into the battery and that power wire up into the battery. It's just a matter of what works for the installation. It's nothing else other than that. Go big or go home. King of car audio. Did you see the new GBL crossover? Heard they are water resistant and magnetic. No, we haven't checked. I haven't done anything with JBL, man. Dude, I haven't had time to do anything, guys. It's like, it's just been crazy. We didn't leave here last night till 10 o'clock. And it sucked.
Go big or go home?
I'd like to go home. Reason you would replace 6x9s with 6.5, asking as 17 Tacoma owner. Price. Okay, it literally comes down to price. So what do you mean by price? If you're buying a set of components and you're under, let's say, $500, all right? 6x9 set of components, they don't really cost more than $500. So if you lay this out, it's like Morel has a set of 6x9 components. Alpine has 3 sets of 6x9 components. I think the most expensive one is the X. Probably come in somewhere close to $500. Focal has the plug and plays and the regular 6x9s. They're again very reasonably priced. Audio Frog makes a 6x9. Most of these guys make some form of 6x9 mid-bass. Okay, but they only go up to a certain price. So there's no Elates, there's no Virtus, there's no hybrids, there's no Flax, there's no Milli Legends, Milli Pros, and insert any other name you can think of there. Audison Thesis, those speakers don't exist in a 6x9. If you're looking to buy something like that, then that's why you go with the 6.5, because it makes sense. You're on that whole other level, and that kind of goes back to that original question: is efficient speakers with smaller power, or less efficient speakers with bigger power? What are the differences? Is one better than the other? And there again, that's where it comes into like that bigger, badder 6.5 is gonna outperform that 6x9, but it's also a lot more money, and sometimes double the money to get that sound out of it. Is it better? It's up for you to decide. I'm not going to sit here and say, yeah, you got to do it. DM608 2008 speaker, no center, no sub. Can I just grab high level from the control? Yes. Yeah, you can just grab high level on that one. Full range. It's not full range. It's actively EQ'd, and it has bass roll off, but it's not the end of the world. You should be able to fix it with your DM608. Just run it through the auto EQ when you're done and use that as your baseline, and then you can go through and tweak it as much as you want after the fact. After I finish my install, I can hear a faint, high-pitched noise while radio is muted or Bluetooth calls, but only while driving. So every system has a certain amount of white noise or floor noise or system noise that is just amount of noise coming over because of it's an amplifier. That's what they do. If it's only while you're driving and it's not a whine per se, it's just a sure you don't have an air leak? I mean, it sounds like an air leak. But then again, it could just be white noise, and you could be getting it because there's a power fluctuation when you're driving. More power is getting to the amplifier, and the amplifier is taking advantage of that and increasing its output, and that's why you're hearing it. There again, everything has a certain amount of noise to it. It's just getting it, try turning up and down the gains. If it doesn't fix, then it's just what it is. It doesn't matter if the power and RCA cables run together the same size. So that's one of those yes and no questions. Yes, it does matter, and no, it doesn't matter. Yes, it matters if you're doing a piece of equipment that doesn't have proper shielding built into it, meaning have some form of noise suppression built into into the amplifier that you're installing. A lot of the more expensive modern amplifiers have, sorry, a piece of dust on here, have the ability to delete that just through negative feedback and stuff like that, and they'll get rid of the noise. It's just how they're designed. Others don't. But keep in mind, there's power and ground and signal and non-signal and everything down both sides of the car all the time. It's just always there. So I wouldn't lose any sleep over it. If you run it and you have noise, drape an RCA from the radio to the amplifier, see if it goes away. If it goes away, well, run it down the other side. If it doesn't go away, you got problems someplace else. Recently picked up an RR setup. Was so simple. Yes, RR is definitely the bomb. Yes, the Hertz are great speakers. What is max volume for clipping? Honestly, I don't remember. I think it's like 2 or 3 from max. Best bet when you're using a factory radio, don't worry about where the factory clips. It's going to be really hard to determine that because you have a factory EQ in there, and that EQ is going to not give you a flat response. Therefore, if you're trying to use something like a DD1 or something like that, if there is a EQ dip at 1,000 hertz and that's the frequency you're using, it's going to screw everything up. With a factory radio, just go for that 2/3 or 3/4 volume and pick an arbitrary number and just be like, this is my max volume, and go from there and just kind of work your way around that and realize that this is what I've decided is going to be the loudest I'm going to play it. It's kind of weird, but that's really the best way to do it. Another thing too is that will give you a little bit of freedom in the sense that if you set everything up to that number, if you're listening to like classic rock that isn't recorded really hot, well, you'll have a little bit to go up, and then you have a little bit to go down. So yeah, everyone always wants to get the most. It's like, just everyone breathe. Right, Fernando?
Sure.
Dean, how do you rate power? How do you rate paper treated speakers cones versus composite cones in respect to sun, water, resistance, lifespan? Ooh. Honestly, I don't really. We live in Florida and it rains a lot, and I don't think we've ever replaced a speaker for water damage, have we? He's shaking his head. I mean, most of the speakers we do are treated something. I mean, most factory speakers are paper, but I don't know. I don't think we've ever had a speaker go bad. Honestly, you know what happens the most? It's not the speaker. It's not the cone that goes bad. It's the magnet and the basket. They rust. You know, we've taken out some older speakers where like the magnets and the baskets have been rusted, but not the cone. The cone is still good. The voice coil is still awesome. But Mr. Berg, what's up? So that's my thought on that. All right, guys, listen, we're going to leave it there. Congratulations to the winner of the t-shirt, and, you know, send me that email and we'll be all set. And with that, stop moving. You guys have a great rest of your day. We'll see you guys tomorrow. It's been 5 Minutes of 5 Star.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
You are live now. Welcome to the show.
What the heck was that? This is what I have to deal with, guys, right there.
Hey, man, I'm hungry. That's why.
Is that what it is?
That's what it is.
What's 3:47? What? You just ate. You literally just ate.
No. That was fruit.
You ate? Dude, you've been eating all day.
Fruit.
What did you have from Panera?
I have,
Dude, this is one Panera eating dude right here, man.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
They know him when he walks. It's like Norm at Cheers.
They do.
Fernando!
They do.
Hola, que paso? You know,
Yeah, they do.
Mi amigo. Yeah, I'm sure it's just like that. That's funny. Well, good afternoon. What's up? What about second breakfast? Oh yeah,
Second breakfast.
it's from Lord of the Rings.
Oh.
Second breakfast. I mean, I just had first breakfast, so I mean, what's up, Dean and Fernando from Kentucky? What's up, guys? Best tweeter in your opinion? I mean, anything that says Morel on it, that's my opinion. But speaking of Morel, funny you should mention that. Today we're giving away another shirt.
Yeah.
Most of you guys listened yesterday when I told you, look, if your name wasn't called, then don't send me an email asking for a shirt because you're not going to get one. And I'm going to put you in the do not qualify you for anything. One guy didn't, and it's okay, but we'll do better today. I know by the end of this we'll have it all figured out. But so Fernando's come up with a question.
Yeah.
Best head unit, Kenwood 9907.
For
right?
the F-350?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. XR. I mean, if you want the best of the best. If you don't want a floating screen. If you want a floating, and you can find those. Those are actually available. So, put in a kicker key, and when I do Bluetooth phone calls, people on the other end can hear floor noise. And there is floor noise when volume is at 0, which I normal fact. I mean, honestly don't know. I don't have an answer for that. I mean, Bluetooth that sucks in a car, what are the odds of that? I can't even talk to Sue on her factory Bluetooth, so I'd want to hear it before and after before I could make a decision as far as what we could actually do to fix it. But my guess is probably nothing. Sometimes life just sucks that way. Porsche 911. No, that we got. The 911 was finished today and rolled out. Sounded wonderful. That new Pioneer 6-channel amplifier is pretty nice. And there again, that was kind of cool because this is something that we don't get to do that often because most manufacturers keep the ohm speakers all the same, but this one had a variety of different ohm loads on their speakers. So, once you set the gains, the volume differential was actually achieved by the ohm load from the speaker. So the mid-bass were already naturally louder than the mid-range and tweeter because they were a lower ohm load than those. It was kind of cool. It was just one of those things that it's like we don't ever think about because we don't ever have those situations like that. But it was neat how it played out, and in the end it sounded fabulous even with the factory speakers. So that's a nice little amp for sure. Definitely gonna have to keep that one in our back pockets for other occasions. What's up from Massachusetts? Ferals? Yes, love them. Hold on. Do I have one in my pocket right now? I don't have one in my pocket right now. So I had this in my pocket this morning, and I took it out and I set it on the counter. And so before I left, Sue goes, "Oh, why do you keep leaving these in your pocket? These Ferals." Because the other night, Sunday night, I was sitting there chilling out, in a semi-vegetative state watching TV, and she walks up and she's like, "Do you need this?" It was a gray one, like a 12 gauge, and I'm like, "No." I said, she goes, "What is this?" That's what she did. She comes in and she goes, "What is this?" I said, "It's a wire ferrule. It's a sleeve that goes over wiring, so you don't, I gave her the whole definition of what it was, because that's what husbands do. She goes, "Well, do you need it?" And I was like, "No." 2007 Lexus RX 350 dash kit. If Metro doesn't have one, I don't know if anybody will. That's a tough one. Hey guys.
Hey.
Anyways, that was aloha from Hawaii. Next year, man. Next year, Hawaii. Can't wait. That only took 2 years to get there. 5-star. I'm trying to get a jump on the questions. That's why I said Porsche 911 Ferals braided. I need a Morel tee. Oh, wow. Okay. All right, so for those of you that don't know and haven't been playing along with us this week, we're giving away Morel t-shirts. And today is Thursday, so we still have Friday, Saturday. So we have 2 left after today. We're going to ask you a question, and then you're going to email me your size and address. If you don't win, please don't mail me your size and address, because that's not how this works. Today's question is, What vehicle are we working on? This is just going to be a random guess of what vehicle we're working on today. Apollo Beach checking in. First guy to get it right will get it. Would like to know your opinions about those Brazilian brands like Terrace. Sound Digital is the only Brazilian brand that we've had any interaction with, and it's been nothing but positive. But I haven't worked with any of the other ones yet, so I don't know. But
Go all the way up.
it is all the way down. It's constantly refreshing. I'm not doing anything. How far out do you guys typically book for work? Do you customers come into the store front? We typically, it depends. Depends on what you want done. A bigger job, usually anywhere between a month, because most of those guys need specific days and we're going to have their cars, so it takes time just to set those things up. If it's something simple like a radio or something like that, that's usually within 2 weeks. Not an Accord. It's not a Honda. There's no Honda here. There's no F-150.
Well, let him guess.
Oh, I'm sorry. I know. Oh, wait a minute. I think we got it. Let me just go back. Let me scroll. Alright, so let me take a... Yeah, I think that's the first one. Let me take a screenshot.
What's this one?
No. I mean, these are appearing in order. Hold on. Well, okay, so you want to get that particular about it? Okay, I could see that. All right, fine. Hold on. Because there's their... I mean, I don't even see that one.
No.
Where's that one at? Because, like, I've had 3... Alright, hold on. We're going to go back through these again. Alright, so there was that question. There's that.
No,
So there's that guy there.
Okay, that he wants.
Because I think that guy is first. Yeah. Alright, so the winner is Vince
Gonzalez.
45. You are the winner, Vince. Congratulations. Good job. Yes, we are in fact working on a Jeep. It's right there, says it. All right, Vince, carstereotalk@yahoo.com. Carstereotalk@yahoo.com. Address, size, and your name. Because we got to ship it to your house. All right, so that's what we need from you. Thanks, everyone, for playing. Do not send me an email if your name is not Vince Gonzalez 45. Okay, don't bother to send me nothing. All right, what are we doing in this, you might ask? This is funny. This is actually Jeep number 2 today that we're doing the exact same thing in. So we're twinsy days, right, Fernando? Mm-hmm. So we're adding in an amplifier. We built 2 of these this morning to go into this. This is going to get the Kenwood 8005 Marine amplifier. This is designed to go up into the kick panel on the driver's side. No kidding, we literally just finished the same install. Pulled it out, pulled this one in, and now we got to do another one. We have all the wire already pre-made up because we just made 2 of everything that was going to go into the car, and I dropped the ground on the floor. Ground down. Fernando made 2 distribution holders. So the main difference between the 2, and he's getting the Alpine subwoofer underneath the passenger seat. The main difference between the 2 is that this one we actually did the install on, and the other one we did not do the original head unit install, so we had to pull it apart and clean a bunch of crap. Yeah, but how way? No, it doesn't matter. That plastic looks awful on. That plastic looks awful on that Jeep. Oh yeah, it is. Yeah, the gray. Yeah, the custom gray, which is this. Yeah, it's very ashy. Yeah. Oh, ooh, yeah. See. Oh, very. Yep. Definitely need to grease that stuff up.
All right.
Still haven't looked at the JBL stuff, man. Dude, I don't get time to do fun stuff like that. Check the feed. I did. After I asked it, I checked the feed, and that's what we got. Sorry. There's always tomorrow. Agree. All right. So, anyways, that's what's going on there. When is the podcast coming out? We're going to shoot for 2022, maybe? 2022, 2023 on that one. Maybe we'll get one of those out. Ordered them Israel right when fighting started. Delivery date is now July 9th. Wow, that sucks. I knew said I can't sum channels for Civic Terrain 20 if I'm summing all channels passive instead of active. Works online. I don't want to rip it out, and you gotta do what you gotta do, man. As long as just the worst thing you can do is sound bad. That's the only thing you got to worry about. So give it a try, see what happens. I mean, that's kind of where you're at. I mean, you gotta do what you can do. Thoughts on the Alpine PDX V9? I have no idea what year cheap this is. This is a 15. It's a 2015. Yeah, so like in 5 years, those things totally faded and went to crap. As far as the PDX9 goes, this is Fernando's right here. This was his favorite amplifier for a very, very long time. It still is a great amplifier, 110 watts, 500 watts for the sub, or 100 watts, I should say. Yeah, it's 100 watts at 4 ohm or 2 ohm, 500 watts at 4 ohm or 2 ohm. I mean, it was a boss in the fact cool amplifier for sure. But, it was time for it to move on. Apparently, I didn't agree with that. But I'm not Alpine, so I don't get to make those kind of decisions. I don't think they've had... it's tough. What do you listen to? They do have the new R-type amplifier, R-series amplifier that's a 6-channel. That's kind of cool. But, yeah, if you can get your hands on a PDX V9, go for it. Best plate style backup camera for Pioneer. Head over to echomaster.com and check out what cameras they have. That's what we use. What are you watching? Oh, who's doing that?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Halo S10. I mean, is it an S10? I just thought it was a 10. Oh, it's the high 10. I have no idea. Oh, the Halo 10-inch. We've seen it. We haven't done anything with it. I think we had one in stock for a while. Do you prefer sound? Why? Efficient system of big power system. What would you do? I like big power. I like big power for myself, but I like small power for customers. I like big power for myself because it's myself and I know how I'm going to react with it, and I can pay attention to it, and I just like a lot of power. I like efficient power for customers because they are usually not going to care. They just want to get in, turn the volume up, and have a good experience. When you go with efficient power, you don't have to worry about like lights flashing, batteries going dead, high maintenance kind of things. So you can get smaller, louder systems and not have as much headache to go along with it. What's up from Brooklyn? Can the factory leather replace the 2015 Dodge Durango? Maybe, I think so. I think everyone, if there's a dash kit available, I would... Wait a minute, which one is this? Hold on. Uh, 2013 to 2019. Yeah, actually, you can. We have the dash kit right here. So you want to go with the DUR1 from iData. So that's it right there. So head over to idata.com, check it out. Best way to get quality music into a Super Duty head unit or system. Depends on the year of the Super Duty, but any Super Duty can take a... Well, okay, so if it's a BO system, no, you're going to need nav TV, but if it's a Sony or non-Sony, you can do a DSR1. However, right now, DSR1s as well as head units are hard to come by, so it might be a matter of whatever you can get first. But either one of them will give you the ability to have some fun with the car and get a nice system in. What's his favorite amp right now? Do you have a favorite amp right now?
No.
So like, if the PDX V9 wasn't a thing, do you have anything that you're calling like love right now?
No.
No?
No.
There you go. He's not easily impressed.
I'm not in love right now.
You're in love with your new strippers.
Yes. Oh, dude, those are nice.
Any suggestions on amp to power 4.6 Rockford Primes? Yeah, Prime R2 504 or the 304, any one of them. Take your pick. I know you're not a JL dealer, but have you used the HD series amplifiers? Yes, we've used the HD series amplifiers. Other than that, it's just a regular amplifier, does what it needs to do. I mean, it's JL amp. It's not like it's garbage. It's a pretty nice amplifier. Oh yeah, we put him in the Veloster. I've been watching you guys for some time now. Keep up the great work. Much love from Washington State. Cool. For the D5 1300 Tempo Ultra, should I run extra amp for mid bass or tweeters? Is one better than the other? If you want to go active, then obviously getting a small like the ACM 2.300 would be wonderful. That was one of the things we talked about on the show this morning. However, it does have enough power to do the system you're talking about passively. It's just a nice thought down the road. If you ever did want to upgrade, it's doable. But I mean, it's entirely up to you and what you want to do. But yes, you can do that. Best single 10-inch subwoofer, big power. I mean, we carry the Scar stuff, which obviously whatever they make. We also carry like the Rockford T110. Most people buy the Scar stuff because it's cheaper. I really don't get into that. Personally, I like the L7 the Q class L7 stuff. They make their factory box for that. We usually do like 900 watts on one of their woofers, and that sounds pretty awesome. I don't know, I'm not a big like super woofer bass guy. So, we did a couple Sundowns that were just as big as they were tall. And those things sounded pretty, like holy crap. Do you have any idea of amp is out of stock from Kicker and their major retailers? Dude, everybody's out of everything right now. It's just a chip problem. There's only so many chips to be had, and they're doing the best they can to fill as many orders. I was talking with them the other day, and they were like, man, I am so sick of testing chips and amplifiers. You tested 6 different chips in one amplifier just to see, if it was going to work, what they were going to do. So their Kicker's actually doing a pretty good job at fulfilling orders, but, it's tough. Definitely. What should be done first? Bigger alternator and second battery? Or second battery? I mean, if you're building some form of a big SQ system, big SPL system, then, having power, so like the alternator is probably the better move. We don't build a lot of those things, so we've always just added batteries. The nice thing about adding batteries is that you can just plug them into the wall and charge them if need be. So I liked doing that over the years as opposed to dealing with the alternator, mainly because I didn't like putting alternators in cars because I'm not a mechanic. So, it's up to you. You see new Lightning has, awesome, 15.5-inch screen in the dash. That'd be that'd be terrific. Is there a double DIN with a touch output? And by the way, I want you guys to do the install. The only radio right now with the touch link output is going to be the Stinger High 10. That's kind of the big one. But as far as double DINs go, no. B&O, you're going to need nav TV. So nav TV, pick up the Zen A to B, and then that'll get you Burr Brown 24-bit output DA converter. Those words were backwards. we've done a couple videos on that for sure. But yeah, from there you can go to anything you want. Now with that, actually that unit does have a Toshlink output. So from there you could go off to, you either do RC output or Toshlink output. The advantage of RCA is if it's got backup sensors and lane departure warnings, they all stay where they're supposed to go. Some people that's important. If you're not as important, then with a Toshlink it's just left and right audio, so you'll get everything that's on the left or everything's on the right. So you wouldn't be able to tell the difference between like backup sensors and lane departure would all be the same. Chiming on the left, chiming on the right. Great, but uses a shallow radio. And that's what you get. So everyone's is probably going to be the same. I don't think it's a matter of everyone's kit. If you want the radio up high like they have it, then that's kind of what you're going to have to do. So I mean, Kenwood makes the 706. That's or 7706. That's shallow. That's really nice. So if you can find one of those. Stinger head unit for Silverado. Yeah, that's a nice. Yep. I-10. They got the dash kits out now and shipping. I know we have them in stock, so there you go. I have no idea. I want strippers, don't we all? That L7Q class 10 is in the box hits. It does hit. It does. And there's the pull apart. There's the one that comes apart sitting right there, so we can show all the cool little features inside of it. How good are the Morel Maximos as far as loud? We've been doing a lot of the Maximus lately, and which is right there in the same series for the most part. And that tweeter is just killing it. Very nice, very loud speaker. They're not as inefficient as when you get up into some of their other lines, so they don't need a ton of power to get loud, so they do get pretty loud pretty fast. What fuse holder do you use again? I want to replace an older from Stinger. It's a Stinger, obviously. Hold on, let me see if he has the box in the trash. All right, he does. It is a part number. Ready? SPD 8. Oh Jesus, I can read today. SPD 5801. All right, I'll just show you a picture of it. That'll be way easier. So there you go. That's the fuse holder right there that we use. Awesome. There it is, sitting right there on the mount. You really said not to use an amp as a preamp, but had suggested using a key that way before. Can you clarify? If you're using a small enough amp, then okay, first off, it depends on what kind of amplifier you're trying to re-amplify. So if you have something that can take 15, 20 volts of input, then that's fine. A key is only 70/4. You turn the gain down, it doesn't put out a ton of power. Kicker actually recommended it. It wasn't us. But the only reason why you would do that is because you want to use the key as, like, it's 70/4, whatever that is. And it does the EQ, it does the time alignment. And you get in there one day and you're like, man, I really wish it was louder. So you go out and you buy like a 150 watt by 4 amplifier. Bigger power, bigger like class AB or something. I don't know, you just get a really big amplifier and you're like, well, I like the way it sounds, I don't want to change anything. Well then, yeah, make sure the gain is all the way down on that amplifier. Make sure the amplifier you're buying can handle 15 to 20 volts of input. And then yeah, run that into it. Keep the gains all the way down, which naturally you would because you're running 10 volts of input into it. And you rock on. When we did the quad box in Haley's car, we have a key 501 in that. We just turned the gains down so we were getting about 6 to 8 volts out of the amplifier. We ran that into the 2400 because the 2400 will take the kicker 2400, this guy right here. This will take 10 volts of input. So we just wanted to make sure we had enough of a gap there so we weren't overloading the input of the amplifier, and there we go. So as long as the amplifier that you're using as the line driver or source unit isn't clipping, isn't distorting, isn't doing anything silly, it'll work as long as the amplifier you're using can handle the voltage that's going to put out. Now, if you grab like a big ass amplifier and you line drive that into another amplifier that can't handle the voltage, you can see where where the problem would be. The other problem too is that a lot of people want to use the amplifier built into a radio as that, and that doesn't work because those are IC power chips and they suck and they distort really, really fast. So it would be a bad idea. They don't sound as good. So, if you take that deck power and you say, I'm going to take that 18 watts and I'm going to use that as my line driver into this, well, it's going to distort really fast. You're not going to get a lot of control on the radio. On a Kenwood, that radio, you can play it all the way up without distortion coming through the 5-volt RCA. You're not going to be able to do that if you're using that amplifier to drive that. It's got a 5-volt output, so why would you even want to do that? But some people want to, so there you go. Hi guys, on the Subaru, were you able to make a T-harness after the Starlink module, or did you need to cut harness? I believe we had to cut the harness on that one. We just went far enough down so that it was easy enough to put back together. I think we used our bullet connectors in it so that we could just easily unplug it and plug it back in. I think. Do you remember what we had to do in the Subaru as far as the harness went? Did I cut that? Or in Brett's son's Subaru, the Prima, Forza system. Did I cut the harness in that? Yeah, Fernando has no idea.
No.
Yeah, he doesn't remember. Okay. Can I bridge a 4-channel amp to 3 ohm? It depends on the 4-channel amp, but probably not. Most bridged 4-channel amps are made to do 4 ohm because it's the same load as 2 ohm stereo. So 2 ohm stereo, 4 ohm mono, same thing. 3 ohm mono, I'm not saying the amplifier can't do it, but then it becomes really picky. And if your voltage is down and you blow the amplifier up, I can tell you right now it's going to void the warranty. But, because if they ask and you tell them, they're going to be like, why did you blow this amplifier? Best application for a 2001 Silverado extended cap. There isn't a good we go underneath the back seat, but we sell them very purposeful. So for that, we would sell small amplifiers like a Rockford Mini T or something like that. So sometimes you have to get the amp that fits the car. Sometimes there is room behind the back seat in some of those. I've seen a lot of people do that, but it's just not convenient to get to. Best amp for a pair of Kicker 10-inch Q class. I mean, 2400 would be nice. 1800. They make an 1800 if you want to be reasonably priced. You could still get the Q Class 1000, which is kind of cool. But they make the 1800, I think, which I think it's an 1800. That would be good. That'd be right about where you need to be, because normally we run about 900 watts to 1. So if you can get to 1800, then that'll be plenty of power. Okay. Hi. Live long and prosper. Good afternoon. Good afternoon to you. All right, listen, guys, that's it for now. Thanks so much for playing with us. Fernando, you good?
Yes, sir.
You having fun over there?
Always.
Oh, look at that. Dude, in the amount of time it took us to answer those questions, he's gone through and gotten this car all prepped and ready to go. So in order to put this amplifier in the car, you have to remove this speaker bracket. So you have to pull this whole thing out. The amplifier is going to tuck up into this area here. There is one bolt on the bottom that it screws to it, and then it dovetails into this area here. We have to pull the gauge cluster out because all the wiring is going to run up behind the cluster attached to the radio, and the sub wire is actually going to come back down this side over here and go this way. It's way easier to do it that way.
You dropped it.
I don't know what happened. Oh wow,
dropped the viewers.
Yeah, no, I didn't drop anything. Hey. There he is. All right, come over here. Do your talking. Are we live? Yeah, we're live. All right,
yes.
Let's give it a couple minutes. Hey everyone, and welcome. It is Friday, which actually doing one of these on a Friday is pretty unique. Because we typically don't do one of these on a Friday. But today we're giving away the Morel t-shirt. So we just realized it's 5:45 and that we needed to come on and do this.
Yeah.
Not much going on today in the way of like what we could talk about wiring up an iData harness. I will say one of the things I absolutely love about this is we're working on a Jeep Grand Cherokee. And one of the unique things about a Jeep Grand Cherokee is if you follow the show and we talk about Jeep Wranglers all the time, we talk about this plug, we call it a 4 or an 8, meaning a 4 is an amplified system and an 8 is a non-amplified system. The Jeep Grand Cherokee is a unique system that will have an 8-pin plug but be a 4-pin. So you don't know which one it is until you wire it all in or you do a lot of testing. But iData makes it nice because they're plug on plugs. And the reason they do that is for the 4 or the 8, because when you have the 4, the rear speakers are what are populated. The front speakers are not there. So you have to put your radio, your aftermarket radio's front speakers into the rear speaker plug. That's why these two are white and they match up like that, but you'll notice the colors are backwards. Whereas if it's an 8, then you match up the colors and not the plug. But because this one is the one oddball out, we don't have to worry about it. We can just wire this whole thing up, get it all done, and then in the end, we can just check to see if the balance and fader works, and if it doesn't, then all we have to do is unclip these, and we're all good. So one more reason to pick up and carry the iData interface.
Morel.
Which brings us to, let's give away a free shirt from Morel, compliments of Morel, and will be shipped to you from Morel. I want to thank you guys because you're finally learning how to play along with this. If you do not win, do not send us an email because we are putting them in a special folder and you will not be eligible for anything ever again. That finally sank in, and yesterday I got no one else other than the winner. So
that's awesome.
Thank you guys so much for playing along. I know it's okay, and we do give away a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
So there's no reason to make the mistake of I want a free shirt and try to scam us because it's just kind of silly. Hey, from Queensland. I'm having a hard time talking today.
Yeah.
Did you guys catch the news this morning that we put out? The great Apple Jeez, oh man.
Oh my God, dude.
I'm just gonna stop. I can't even function. Hold on. Don't burn yourself. I'm turning on the siren.
Again?
Yeah.
Okay.
So here's the deal. What do they have to do to win a shirt today, Fernando?
They just have to tell me how many followers the Morel America has right here on Instagram. How many they have. That's it. Quick and easy.
The downside, so we should see our number.
Hey, Angel.
Our number should just disappear and then pop back up again as everyone leaves our page. We go check to see how many followers Morel has. And then it'll spring back up.
42.
Hey man, what's going on?
What's up, Johnny?
Johnny. Hopefully hopefully you'll be going to Knowledge Fest. Scott, we want the exact number. So you're close, but hold on. I think we got it.
We have one.
When is the new podcast coming out? Dude, you're hardcore there, man. All right, so that's who I got as. Is that who you got? All right, hold on. Let me take a screenshot. Hold on. Oh, that's the Vine.
Yes.
Okay. All right, so let me go through. Unless it's changed in the last 5 minutes, that's wrong. All right.
No,
so
go back right there.
Yeah, that's who I had.
Yeah.
All right. So here's what we got. Nigel Esco _ Esco NIGEL _ ESCO. You're the winner. You were the first one. It was 20.1. I know, it's very important. You got it. You got
like Steven says 20K.
No, we wanted
20.1.
Hey man, you win by 0.1.
Yeah, you win by that.
Win by
the other one says 22.
Yeah, not yet.
But right there, if you don't believe me, 21.
Okay, so here's what you need to do. Car Stereo Talk, yahoo.com, name, address, phone number. Make sure you put your name. I need your name. So name, address, phone number, and there you go. That's it. You're the winner. Congratulations. You got it.
Miguel.
Good job.
Yeah.
Thanks. Won the calendar as well. Man, you're on point.
Hey, man.
Good job.
Look
You got
at that.
the limited edition calendar.
Pay attention.
I had to make sure I kept one for myself.
I have one.
You do.
Yeah, I got one.
Shut up. So anyways, that's what we talked about there.
Yeah.
The other thing too that really sucks about these is if you're gonna do your Grand Cherokee like this, the dash kit is horrible for them. You have to be real careful selecting a radio. Right now, radios are of course like non-existent. Normally, we would try to sell something that has a much fatter lip right here. So we had to do a lot of work to get this to where we could get it into the dash and not look just garbage, just look terrible. But if you are going to be doing something like this, or any Jeep product for that matter, try to find one that has a thicker area here. A lot of times the motorized screens will have that, but right now it's just what it is. Got any Alpine lanyards? At the moment, no, we don't have any Alpine lanyards.
Fernandez. Alpine. I think I have one.
Wait a minute. Yeah, we do have one. Oh no, we have two. We do have Alpine lanyards. Actually, yeah, we do have an Alpine lanyard. We have two. We have an Alpine Restyle and we have a regular Alpine. Do you need an Alpine lanyard?
Who needs one?
I have no idea. I wasn't looking.
No. So what do you have?
Empty Pocket 77. Got an Alpine lanyards. Empty Pocket 77. carstereotalk@yahoo.com. Send me your address and I'll get you one out here in a month or so. I'm honest, I'll get you one out, but send me your address. Tell me what it is, because I'll forget.
Generous.
Well, I got one.
You're
and
so
I can just put it in an
generous.
envelope and sell it and
You're
send
so
it out.
nice.
Just shut up. Sue's going to be the one that has to do it, so.
She's so nice.
Question.
Answer.
Well, it just says question. Using the iData dash kit. No, iData doesn't make a dash kit for this one. This is, I'm sorry, good question, good point. No, this is the non-iData dash kit, so this is still the old school dash. And there's also a bunch of little teeth that are on here that you need to remove in order to get this in there really well. So there's your pro tip of the day. Flush cutters. Flush cutters do more than just cut zip ties. Flush cutters are great for getting into these areas like this and getting up against that plastic. Also, while I'm thinking about it, oh, look at that cut. Fernando, give me a hand for a second.
Just one hand?
Just one hand.
What do you
Not this box. This was this box.
What do you do?
Let's open this box.
What do you want?
Cuz. So this came to us the other day. We don't know why. We think it was an accident, but it's kind of funny. Actually, I think we can just open it from there. All right, so I'm all for it, but I don't know who sent us these, but maybe it was a mistake or they caught us on the Hi-Fi Vegas show. But either way, we got a stack of these. So we got Holy Bibles came in, and the nice thing is they are large print thin line Bibles. Yeah, we got like 3 or 4 of them that came in. I don't know if it was a mistake, but
Three.
Yeah, we got 3. We got 3 Bibles. Does anybody need these? If they do, let me know.
You're the deep.
I'll be happy to pass them along if somebody needs a Bible. But
What is the email?
carstereotalk@yahoo.com.
There you go.
Was that the lanyard guy?
Yeah.
Yep, carstereotalk@yahoo.com. Using
Rockstar, thank you, man. He just put it there.
Yep. Oh yeah, he got a shirt too.
Got it.
Yeah, he's getting one. So basically what we're doing on the shirts is after tomorrow, we will have all the email addresses and everything, and I will submit those to Natasha, and she'll probably get those out sometime after that. So
Definitely thanks to Morel, because pretty awesome.
If you're not following Morel, you should be.
Yeah, because somebody put... no, I lost it.
You lost it?
Oh, no. I just want to say I was only 5,000 off, and I didn't leave you page. That's pretty good guess.
Oh yeah, that was a good guess. Yeah, no doubt.
What's up, Mike? 8572.
Yeah. All right, let me take a picture of this so I remember who I said that to.
Empty pockets, man. It's empty pockets.
Yeah, Morel's pretty awesome. Natasha's cool.
Natasha's is the best.
Yeah. Dean, can I buy a Kenwood 907 that you mentioned yesterday from you for my 2006 S150? You can give Paul a call if he's got one and he's willing to ship it out. I have no idea I have no idea what he's doing with those over there. But you can give him a call, 727-216-6170. That's all him. Hola from Dallas. Hey, what's up, Oscar?
Man?
Oscar, Fernando tells me you're coming to O-Town for K-Fest.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Is it possible to replace a radio in a vehicle in which the system settings for stuff like the locks are built into the same screen as the radio? Yes. Yes, it is. And depending on the interface you get, you're going to be able to retain or not retain those. So, for example, in like a Chevy Camaro or most Chevys, you set up all that stuff. It's all burned into the prompt of the computer, EEPROM of the computer. So it's like you say, like in my car, I had it set up where you hit unlock once, it unlocks one door. You got to hit it twice to unlock the passenger door because no one ever rode in the car with me. And like how the lights work, when you turn the car off, how long they stay on for. So all those things you set up in the radio. Once you unplug the radio, those features don't default or go away or anything like that. They just stay put. PAC and Metra will allow that to happen, meaning they'll just stay the way they are and you can't ever change them. If they make an iData harness for them, then iData actually retains all that functionality back into the aftermarket radio. So if you had sub-menus, they go into the OEM setup features of the iData harness, so you can still have access to those. So I would check their website first and then see what goes on from there.
All right, the Morel Maximus, your opinion on max RMS power, right? Going active. Is the D5.1300 too much?
To go full active?
Yeah.
It's 100 watts. No, I don't think so.
I don't think so, because you're gonna say you proper crossovers.
Yeah.
Everything is gonna be is the DSP and everything. So I think you're gonna be gonna be fine.
Yeah, I think it'll be all right. Remember, it has negative 12 dB down on the gain control. Negative 12 dB down. So.
Milwaukee M12 soldering iron or Aussie iron? Which one more bang for the buck?
So I've owned 3 different Milwaukees because I keep breaking them. Bang for your buck, it's really hard to pass up the Milwaukee, especially if you have the system already. Because I mean,
if you have the batteries,
you know, you can get it for $80, so that's like a hard pass. I think you still have one. I still have one. I don't even know if mine works at this point. I have 2 brand new ones still in packaging, just in case we need them for something. But the Aussie iron, I use it every day.
Dude, every day.
Every day. I don't think about it. I just turn it on and it goes. I recharge the battery once every 2 weeks, if that.
Not even that.
Yeah, I mean, actually, I'll usually forget. I'll just grab his and I'll charge mine, and it charges.
Probably like
well, you charged mine the other day.
Yeah, like
I didn't realize it was dead.
Yeah.
But the new one is even better because the new one has like all the indicators and stuff like that on it. So we'll probably have Marty, Mr. Aussie Iron, on the show at some point here in the near future, just because he's coming to Florida. And also, he's just a good friend of the show and whatnot. And, well, his last name's cool because it's Dean.
Will the Audio Frog GS62 sound good on the stock Bose amplifier? No. GS62?
I don't know, man.
No.
That's a tough one. Most of the time, that's like we said, replacing Bose speakers with something other than Bose speakers and trying to use that amp.
It's really hard.
That's a hit or miss.
Yeah.
That typically sucks.
Yeah.
But you could always call and talk to Andy and see what his thought on it. It's his speakers, so you know, if anything, he would give you. You know, he's not going to sell you the speaker and have you be disappointed. So don't be afraid to ask those questions of him. It's a one-man show over there, so he prides himself on everything he does, and he's a really smart guy.
Yeah.
So, you know, if you want to know.
What's the name of the store again?
What store?
This store.
5-star cars.
Yeah.
5-star? What are you talking about?
727.
Oh, phone number. You said what's the name?
What's the number?
Oh, yeah, I got that. 727-216-6170. I was waiting to see if you were going to finish or I was going to finish it. Yeah? I was like,
finish it.
I don't know. I think the GS are about 2 ohms, so it might work. It's not necessarily about the ohm load, Oscar. It's just the tonality of the speakers, and those Bose amps do weird things. I mean,
it might work, like he said.
Yeah, it might work, but I would,
like
you know.
Yeah.
And you know, the GS is a really nice sounding speaker. I'd hate for it to be put in an environment and then just have somebody disappointed. You know what I mean?
Right. Hey.
You know, if it was me, I would just buy it and try it because I'm stupid like that. But not everyone is, as we say, that dumb.
And then okay, so the other downside is like sometimes people gonna blame the speaker. Oh, this speaker sucks and everything, but it's not the reason for it.
No, it's the factory amplifier.
It's the factory amplifier that is doing dumb shit. So, I'm sorry.
Doing total dumb stuff.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Bose amp.
Bose amp generally suck. I replace everything in the Bose system. I would agree, 100%, and that's kind of what we're getting at. Depends how serious you are. I want to go. Okay. Are 8 ohm door speakers more efficient? No. No, they're 8 ohm. They're efficiency and ohm load are two different things. So you could have a very efficient 8 ohm speaker or a very inefficient 8 ohm speaker. It really doesn't matter. It's just the ohm load, which is the resistance it's going to put on the amplifier. So, for example, if you have an amplifier that's 50 watts at 4 ohm, at 8 ohm, more than likely it's going to be 25 watts. It really doesn't matter the efficiency. You're not going to get the wattage to it. You know, if you have something that's, let's say, 103 dBs of efficiency at 8 ohm, then yeah, you're going to be okay. It's not gonna give you an issue. But
you can
if
put 2 in one channel.
yeah, you'll be all right if you do something like that.
Yeah.
It's the other way around that gets kind of weird. Hey Dean, have you ever had to fix a system after a car wreck? Man, you know, not as much as you think, but I did have one really bad. Like, so this was years and years ago before 5 Star. I had a guy that we had done a system in his truck. And he drove his motorcycle into the back of another car going 150 miles an hour. Rocketed right into, just arrowed right into the back of a car going 50 miles an hour, and he was going 100 miles over that. And naturally, he didn't survive. And his new fiance brought me the car to remove the stereo out of it because they had to turn the car back in because they couldn't afford it anymore, and they didn't want to just give the stereo equipment away. That was really weird because you had the fiance and you had the parents of the son all standing there as I was trying to take the stuff out, and it was just really creepy. Like, yeah, it wasn't anything cool. Breast front rear speakers, do with my Kenwood for an F350. Again, if we're just powering them off the Kenwood, you're gonna want something like maybe Kenwoods. Because they'll handle, you know, if you're going to put an amplifier, it just really depends.
What they are, 5x7s?
It depends what year it is. It could be, if it's a new one, it could be a 6x9.
6x9.
You know.
And a tweeter in the top, yeah.
Yeah, 6x9 tweeter in the top. That wouldn't be Kenwood. Mm-hmm. I'd probably look at like the Focal integration, or Focal integration. Focal integration makes a new Ford speaker, so you might want to look at that.
Yeah.
Ooh, that would be nice. Plug and play Fords. Check the year. That might work. How empty is the stockroom right now? Dude, no, don't confuse not having a variety as being empty. He would gladly buy 50 of one thing, and you just have to rock it. So it's not like it's empty by any stretch of the imagination.
Manufacturer is like, you got a couple.
Yeah, we got 50 of one. Focal, yeah, any tips to connect them properly? Go slow, pay attention. Hey guys, how goes it?
How goes it?
How's
it going?
Limping to the left.
Hey, Victor.
MTX 5512, is it good? I have no idea. I haven't looked at that.
Slash for jail. Ooh, man.
They don't even make Slash anymore.
They don't. I don't think they make Slash, but they Slash. That was.
Yeah, but the problem with the Slash is they just didn't hold up.
What?
Dude, I had more problems with Slashes at the end of their life.
I have mine in run for. I dropped down amplifier a half an ohm.
I'm not saying they didn't work. What I'm saying is that I had more problems with them towards the end of their life. Like a lot of them, the remote turn-on section would go out on, or the amplifier. Like anything else, it's not them. It's not me picking bad. But I would prefer a new amplifier over an older amplifier any day.
Yeah,
I just because I want newer components and I want the lifespan. I'm not going to spend money on something like that.
Yeah.
My Focal, did you? We recommended the new Focal plug and plays for your F350. Check those out. So how was your week? exhausting.
It's been
And
crazy.
it's not over. We still got a car back here waiting for us to work on.
Tomorrow again.
So we basically call it Groundhog Day, but I mean, I get the whole same toilet thing. Yeah, we're on Groundhog Day number, 357 or something like that. Hey! Yeah, we do it over again. Didn't Friday Morel shirt come with a set of Morel Maximus?
No, but actually
They were giving away.
They giving away a set of Morel Maximus. Yeah.
No, I never did a monolithic sound system back in the day. No. What components do you recommend that is loud and also great sound quality? Loud and great sound quality. I would just look at the hertz. I mean, everything is loud and has great sound quality, but it's okay. All the high-end brands that we carry are loud and have great sound quality if put in the right application. There's a lot to consider with that. Hertz, the whole name, that's what they're kind of made for. Like, so check out the Cento Pros, Milli Pros. If so, like rock and roll type loud stuff sound really good on those. They're not real fatiguing. If you like an obscenely, efficient, nice metal tweeter or hard dome tweeter, then obviously that'd be Focal. And then we carry Morel, which is like the most natural sounding speaker out of the bunch.
Yeah, beautiful.
What can cause speakers to spit voltage? Spit voltage is like a shorting, but it's not all the time. Cutting out, keep playing. So speakers. So sometimes I think I understand what you're saying is that like the speaker will play, the speaker won't play. If you turn up the volume, the speaker will play. You turn down the speaker, the volume won't play. And that has to do with a shorted voice coil usually, or a bad tinsel lead. Mm-hmm. What happens is if you put enough voltage into the speaker, it will jump the gap or arc weld itself back together for a split second. It's kind of like an old-fashioned motor when you would spin it to get it to start, and then it would run for a little bit and stop, and then you'd spin it again to get it to start. The same thing happens with a speaker when it has a bad voice coil. It'll play for a little bit, and then it'll stop. And then you hit a bump or something and the speaker moves a little bit, and it'll jump back out of the burnt spot and start playing, and as long as it doesn't slow down, it'll keep playing. But usually it's a bad voice coil.
And done. I reach out to MSC and they say the Helix VA has low resistors and all-pass filters delay.
Yes.
Save the hassle for my Outback install.
Perfect.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Dog, you can always call Dog.
Yeah, Doug is the man. My son is using the first generation 501 from '99 that I gave him in his car. The amp is really great and has never given me or him any problems.
Yeah? Mm-hmm.
I mean, the thing is what? Okay, you want to know what kills an amplifier? Not using it. Not using it. Not using product is what kills it. If you use it every day of the week, all the time. Already. Which one?
That one? That one at the top?
Oh, yeah. Well, no, but it's never been used. Once you start using something, you have to keep using it. Electronics are new. If you sit on the couch all day and don't do anything, you wither away to nothing. You get fat, you get lazy, you get heart problems. You have to move. And electronics are the same way. You have to use. Don't abuse them, but you have to move.
Yeah. And does daughter has an interesting? Not right now because she doesn't have a car.
Right.
She doesn't have a car, so.
But I'm sure once she gets one, that'll be another car we get to have fun with.
She won a Fast and Furious car.
Oh, she's total Fast and Furious.
Honda Civic, 1997.
No, she wants an Integra.
Yes, that's right.
I got told the other day. She goes, no, I want an Integra. And I go, you want an Aqua.
Yeah, Acura Integra, 1997 and up. She's like, yeah.
What causes speaker popping when window go up and down? Check your wiring in the door, or depending on if all the speakers do it, no matter, then that's a voltage problem that you're having, and that the window regulators are drawing too much current, and or your amplifier is not properly powered or grounded, and that's like old car stuff. Mm-hmm. Like that's not new car stuff. New cars shouldn't do that. Old cars should do that.
Yeah.
We'd run into that problem because it was straight wire you know, it wasn't smart windows like now, because most windows now don't actually use, the switches don't switch the window. They have relays and microprocessors. Old cars used big switches that actually switched powers. Like when you did this, you were actually controlling the windows. Those would pop all the time just if you wired the system up poorly.
Best plug and play speaker upgrade for a 2020 Volkswagen Tiguan. Stock system. Tiguan.
Good enough.
The Volkswagen.
I don't know if anybody makes a plug and play for that.
They do.
Power base or Focal?
It gotta be Focal.
Well, I mean, it'd be Power Base or Focal. If you're looking for plug and play, those are the two guys that make.
Yep.
I mean, Ground Zero has some,
now,
but I don't think they
plug
have.
And play. What is the other company that we put in the Mercedes?
That's BMW only.
I think they have some.
Bavard or Bearvid.
Bavard.
I don't know. Bear Grylls. I don't know. Now that you've mentioned it, though, I'm going to be getting their ads back in all my stuff.
Oh, because you say it?
Yes, because they just like spam the crap out of me.
Match. That's right, Match.
Check Match from MSC.
From MSC. There you go, see?
There you go. And that,
point.
Yeah, so MSC America, you can go onto their website. It'd be under the Helix or Match.
And
yeah,
Elias,
the Match.
Elias say we have Vans or BMW only. Man, what the heck?
How important is it to keep the Zen A to B software current? I mean, if they have an update, I would definitely update it, but if it's in your car and functioning and everything is working fine, leave it alone. Leave it alone. You only do an update if something isn't doing what it's supposed to do. If it's doing everything and everything is hunky-dory, don't touch it, because that could cause more problems. Best battery extender you guys like, the Raptor one kind of sucks.
That's good. I love my 1996 Civic EX. It never breaks. LOL.
Whatever.
Exactly.
Best battery extender you guys like, the Raptor battery one sucks.
Extender.
Oh
man, talk about batteries. You guys talk.
What's a battery extender? We're talking like, I don't know what you mean. I know it sounds stupid, but I don't know what you mean.
I don't know. Like, I'm pretty sure Steve knows about batteries.
Yeah, on Subaru, is there a T-harness to purchase? I was thinking maybe iData or Parrot, just trying to avoid cutting after Starlink if possible. I think you got to cut. I don't remember the one we did, but I'm pretty sure I had to cut. And there's plenty of room to do it, so it wasn't like it was the end of the world.
The harness? The T-harness?
I don't think there's a T-harness for that. Like to put
a ring to this battery. Oh, so you just wanna like one battery and another battery?
Oh,
like
are they talking about
jumping batteries?
Wait, he's talking about Raptor. So he's got to be talking about Raptor from Metra. Because Metra, Raptor, the Raptor stuff from Metra. I don't know. We only use Stinger.
We only use Stinger.
So everything we use is Stinger. If that's what you're talking about, Raptor series from the Metra catalog crap, we only use Stinger website, everything. Yeah. That's all we use for that stuff.
Yeah. Raptor battery extender by the new line.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe.
Currently chasing down alternator wine in the Corvette. Send me some luck.
Oh, take as much luck as you need.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Yes, I like T-Spec Stinger. It is then.
Yeah.
Some of the T-Spec stuff is really cool.
It is really nice.
Like, I want to get their distribution blocks.
Mm-hmm.
We tried to order some at the beginning of this nonsense, and they were like, we don't have any.
Hi, thank you for calling.
And so, yeah, exactly.
At this moment, all representatives are.
So we're like, yeah, we're, you know, like everyone else, it's like, we can't get them, screw it, we'll just stick with what we can get. So we've just been buying cases of Stinger stuff. Like, literally, it's like, you got a case? Yeah, we'll take it.
All right, Phil, say back to work, guys.
Yes, no doubt.
Yes,
thanks, Phil.
you, man.
We are back to work. Good call. You guys have a wonderful day. This has been 5 Minutes of 5 Star. We will see you tomorrow to give away the last Morel t-shirt and whatnot.
Last Morel t-shirt.
Enjoy your Friday, guys.
Bye, guys.
Bye.